The Raw following SummerSlam, Stephanie brings out her own t-shirt. In case you've forgotten her name, it's Steph. And if my name was Steph, I'd buy that shirt. Great colour, looks great on her, and I'm pretty damn sure if my name was Steph, it would look great on me. She's using it to represent the Daniel Bryan yes, yes, yes shirt and to represent her storyline with the Bella Twins. Talking about the Bella Twins, the fact they're now possibly branching away from Stephanie versus Brie and now adding Nikki into the mix, I can't say I'm disappointed because Steph's got her win, she's got her pay-per-view win. Adding a woman who could be in the ring more than Stephanie, or who should be in the ring more than Stephanie, breaking up the Bella Twins, having a feud between these two is a great thing. But somehow in the end, I do feel Brie needs to somehow get the upper hand. No more these stupid arrest stuff. Probably another match against Stephanie. But the reason why Nikki turned on Brie, took her out and gave Steph the win, was because to Nikki, Brie Bella has been holding her back, preventing her from going forward, fulfilling her dreams. She went as far as insulting Daniel Bryan. So the sisterhood between these two is broken. And to me, yes, it's sad to break up two siblings, but to break up diva tag teams in the WWE is the best thing to do. And now for them to break up the tag team to create a feud because Nikki doesn't forgive Brie, Brie's wanting her sister back. I'm looking forward to seeing how far they're going to stretch this. Are they going to have another Steph versus Brie match? I can only hope. And talking about the divas, we have Paige who loses to Natalya when her little AJ screws her by distracting her so Natalya can roll her up. Continuing another feud following SummerSlam. Good thinking, because I feel with the tease of the hair versus hair match at a later pay-per-view is a bit surprising because I don't know who's going to be shaved bald, if any of them are, in case something screwy happens. But the distraction thing, yes, we've had Paige screw AJ, so the tables have turned. But the fact the feud is continuing, with these two being the best divas in the WWE as of today, I think they should be doing what they can to add more interest in this. Get as much as you can out of this feud, because there are some AJ fans out there, some Paige fans, and from my point of view, I don't mind who wins as long as the title doesn't keep changing hands. That got annoying when they did it with the WWE main championship. Don't start doing it to other championships now. WWE could have saved a lot of time and a lot of money when they unified the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship when John Cena won both belts. I know it would have added something else to John Cena's resume by him bringing in the new WWE World Heavyweight Championship, but it would have been better than having two championships for a while and now onto this Raw where the Authority present Brock Lesnar with the new, well, basically old but shinier version of the WWE Championship with the new logo on the front. And it's all good and all to have one belt now, but I felt when you're trying to save money, when you're trying to make special things happen, you could have done this in a whole different way, but it's happened now. You've got one championship, finally. Just make this one last, because even though it's not much different, just a shinier version of the one you've already got, you've got it now. Leave it at that. And what we learnt from this segment is the WWE Universe at that arena and probably fans at home did not care. The reaction was poor. There really weren't much to it. But with the photographs that the Authority, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman had, it's going to be all over social media. Wherever you look, there's going to be a picture of Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman and the Authority holding the new championship. It went on to when the Authority left that Paul Heyman, his children, like John Cena, and that really pisses Paul Heyman off, because when you're an adult like Paul Heyman with the great business mind, the likes of John Cena are not to your taste, not some that grown-up men should be supporting. You know, superhero, different colour shirts, you know, trying to use some lame-ass jokes that will probably make some immature or maybe possibly young children laugh. But when it comes to us, we just don't find John Cena funny. But the serious John Cena, which we saw going into SummerSlam, that's the John Cena that we should be breaking into. John Cena promised we'll be seeing a much different John Cena going into SummerSlam. I don't really think we saw that, but coming out of SummerSlam, nothing stops the WWE making John Cena different in some way. Like, the beating was that bad this time round that John Cena has to do things differently. Will it happen? Here's the hoping, but probably not. And because of the match, Heyman respects John Cena for not giving up, taking everything that was given to him and never backing down. But Brock Lesnar does not respect people, because everything that crosses his path dies, and that's the way Brock Lesnar likes it. So maybe they're teasing that whenever John Cena comes back, Brock Lesnar will be waiting, and Brock Lesnar will steal John Cena's never back down power and business kind of mind and go after John Cena again, take him down for a second time, and prove that Brock Lesnar is not going to lose that championship back to John Cena. Fingers crossed. And the way they finished this segment, you had a great Paul Heyman promo, and then you finished it on eat, sleep, suplex, F5, conquer, John Cena, repeat. That was mentioned about 16 times, I'm sure, to represent the amount of times that Brock Lesnar suplexed John Cena at the pay-per-view. This promo was brilliant, but the finale, the wink from Brock Lesnar, the icing on the cake, bam! Brock Lesnar has to say nothing apart from smile and the wink. Brilliant. Brock Lesnar may disappear now, but for him possibly coming back for Night of Champions, possibly to beat John Cena again, right now I'm okay with this. But following Night of Champions possibly, I want to see where Brock Lesnar goes next. What are your thoughts on the new WWE Championship and Brock Lesnar's schedule in the WWE going forward after Night of Champions? WWE bringing in Blair and Hogan, I'm sure to many fans was a great idea. You was looking forward to their appearances. But Hogan seems to be getting paid to plug the network whenever you see him. Blair seems to be getting paid to make numerous appearances, which doesn't add up to anything. Yes, he was meant to be Miz's manager, Ziggler's manager, but I don't even think the WWE know what else to do with these two. I don't even think the Ziggler or Miz manager thing's going to happen, which leaves me to not care about these two involvement in the WWE, and also wondering what you guys would like to see come from Hogan or Ric Flair. But pushing that to a side, their appearances, I don't feel anything for it anymore. But Miz cashing in his Intercontinental Championship rematch because Ziggler took it away from him at SummerSlam. By the way, congratulations, enjoyed that match. And I'm looking forward to their possible rematch after the count-out finish on Raw at Night of Champions. I'd like to see where Barrett's going to fit in. They've given Ziggler another chance as the champion. Why have they given Ziggler another chance? Who have they got in mind to face Ziggler? But with Ziggler limping after the match, is that a way to just give the championship back to The Miz? But like I said earlier in this video, I hope not. I don't like this switching of championships between two wrestlers. So the championship reigns jump up numerous numbers when the reigns haven't really been important. So I'm hoping the WWE are not giving us the whole championship switch. I'm hoping the WWE have actually semi-long-term booking or ideas for either Ziggler or The Miz. A match I didn't care about because of the wrestlers involved was Sheamus, RVD and Roman Reigns defeating Randy Orton and Ryback. Sheamus, they've got no idea what to do with him. RVD, it's like they're paying him to give him a few matches and no proper feuds or proper interest. Sorry RVD fans, but I haven't really cared for this RVD return. Then we have Ryback. The WWE did not give me my 4-corner tag team championship match at SummerSlam. So seeing Ryback wrestle, yes, there was Ryback chants, which was semi-good to hear. It's nice to support Ryback, but the match was really about Orton and Reigns. Seeing them two go at it again after their good SummerSlam match was nice to see. But it still leaves me with the question, is Reigns and Orton going to get another match, or are they just going to wrap it up before Night of Champions? The Star Brothers defeated the tag team champions, the Usos. I actually want to see the WWE use the Star Brothers to prove they had something planned why they were made together in the first place. That's why I was hoping there was going to be a 4-corner tag team championship match at SummerSlam. They had wins beforehand. It was building up to a big pay-per-view. They could have became champions or at least had a championship shot. But with Night of Champions coming and Raw showing all these multiple tag teams, if it's going to happen at Night of Champions, fair enough. Give it to us and give us a good tag team championship match. Because I'm liking how much tag teams we're starting to get. Yes, some of them are thrown together. Yes, some of them have had losses recently. Some of them haven't had enough matches. But it's still going to add up to hopefully a big, good tag team championship match. New tag team champions in the end. I'll be all for it as long as the WWE don't miss this opportunity and continue pushing these many tag teams they showed us on Raw. Talking about tag teams, at first I was defending the Big Show and Mark Henry defeating the Wyatts. Big Show and Mark Henry have recently returned. They've got nothing to do. So for them to come back as a tag team, win a match, and possibly be added to a later tag team championship tournament or multi-tag team match, this was a good start. But then later in the night, we had Jack Swagger, who has reportedly let down the United States, let down the WWE Universe, lost Zeb Colt and as his manager, went on to lose to Cesaro, which it's a good thing for Cesaro to get a win, but it's more of the defense of Swagger losing and being a letdown. But then out comes Bo Dallas to cut a speech to him, and you just got to believe. And is this Bo Dallas's next feud after the few Raw matches against R-Truth? Not really a step up for Swagger since the Rusev feud, but maybe they've already given up on Swagger and this is for Bo Dallas. I'm quite unsure about this because Rusev, this is where it gets confusing. I'm not sure where Swagger's going. Now I'm not sure about Rusev. The Swagger and Rusev feud may have finished because now Rusev gets interrupted by Mark Henry, the guy who I thought was going into a tag team match or possible tag team championship match with the Big Show. But he's coming out saying he's unhappy with the result at the pay-per-view. He feels really let down and he World's Strongest slams and splashes Rusev to possibly set up a feud there. So WWE, why did Big Show and Mark Henry, if they're not really going forward as a tag team to the full extent, defeat the Wyatts? Why is Swagger facing Bo Dallas when he was getting so hot with Rusev. Why is Rusev, like Rusev, Mark Henry, I'm all for. I think, you know, big guy versus big guy, Rusev against a former World Heavyweight Champion, either Big Show or Mark Henry would have been great. But I'm just confused with the direction of all these wrestlers here. Next week, give us direction, especially if it's going to be a non-championship match or a pre-show match at Night of Champions, please. Even though I love the Shield as a three-man group, breaking them up as individual wrestlers has got me to like them even more. Reigns is pushed to be a top name, top guy, main eventer for the WWE, and we've got Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in a very entertaining feud that I would love to see the WWE stretch as far as they can. Have these two really go at each other. Continue the whole idea of Ambrose preventing Rollins for cashing in the briefcase, which was the purpose of Monday Night Raw. After you had Ambrose pouring icy cold water on Seth, after Seth called himself the future and just saying, what, it's for charity. Very entertaining. We get the fans to vote what match type would you like to see these two in. What match type would you like to see Seth Rollins put an end to Ambrose, which was what Orton was meant to do to Roman Reigns. And look how that worked out. Reigns came back a few weeks later and still went on to defeat Orton at SummerSlam. So are we expecting, after what we saw in the main event of Raw, for Ambrose to come back and take up Seth Rollins? Because we got to vote out of no holds barred, Falls Count Anywhere and no disqualification. Forget about no DQ and no holds barred being pretty much the same match. Fans voted for a Falls Count Anywhere, a match that should have possibly happened or should have happened at SummerSlam. But this match was very, very entertaining. There were so many great spots. We had Dean Ambrose about to toss Seth Rollins into the turnbuckle. You have Seth with a kendo stick, keeps whacking Dean Ambrose. You had a power bomb to Ambrose onto a pile of steel chairs. You had a backdrop suplex from Ambrose to Seth Rollins through a table. And then it brings in the monster of Kane, the Authority Kane. And I'm not sure adding Kane into this was needed, but I feel that with Kane running out of things to do with him, ideas for him, helping out here and there, or possibly helping to take care of Ambrose so Seth Rollins can eventually cash in, is something at least. But I still feel that at some point Kane will come back as a wrestler to face Ambrose, whatever. But the finish was just great. We had Kane choke slamming Ambrose onto the announce table. We had Rollins doing the peace of mind to stamp on Ambrose's head to knock him out even more after the choke slam. Kane revealing concrete bricks under a cover, and Kane holding Ambrose against the bricks and for another peace of mind. What a strong finish. I thought this was great. It's making Seth Rollins look like this son of a gun that's looking strong in this storyline, in this feud. But I still feel that sooner or later, possibly Night of Champions, Ambrose is going to come back and get his win over Seth Rollins. But for now, for the finish of Raw, Seth Rollins is standing tall. Seth Rollins at the moment feels like he can cash in, possibly at Night of Champions or possibly later down the line. My question is, do you think when Seth Rollins cash in, he's going to successfully do it, or is Ambrose going to be the one to screw that over and it's not going to happen? Please share your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. And if you happen to have missed Monday Night Raw or anything that's been mentioned tonight on Raw, please check on the WWE Network, which you can watch by paying $9.99 per month. Thank you very much, YouTubers. Please keep smiling, and goodbye.